Okay, let's retry that with the fucking mic on. Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome to the New Year's special short LP. Happy New Year's. Cheers. I have beer with me. I have Bud Light. Regular Bud Light. Which is fucking delicious.
I no longer know who the true monsters are.
This is a
The Beastmasters.
re-recording. I had this recorded, and the recordings got corrupted. So I figured I'd redo it and hang on to it. I need to restart it. I'm an idiot. There we go. Alright, I'll see you guys after the cutscene. So keep in mind, this is a 100% run of the Lord of the Hunt DLC for the Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor video game. Alexa, play Avenged Sevenfold on Spotify.
If Sauron can muster beasts alongside orcs, his war machine will be unstoppable. I do not have time for another one of your hunts, Master Dwarf.
Ah, but this is your hunt, Captain. There's a pack of war chiefs just arrived in Nurn. Call themselves Beastmasters.
That does sound like my kind of prey. What do I need to know?
I know you're familiar with the Caragors. I taught you everything you know about them. But let me tell you about their cousins from...
Torvin, what of the war chiefs? You didn't bring me here just to hunt another wild cat, did you?
Just to hunt an... Pay attention.
Alright, here we go.
These Caragaths are a silent, stealthy breed from beyond Nurn. And they can sneak up on just about anything. And what's worse, this new beast tamer has been burning the brushlands to the north. He means to capture them and break their will. Twist them into Sauron's war machine.
Every war chief is a scourge upon this land. Beastmaster or no, I will end them.
Whoa, slow down. First thing we need to do is foil their plans. And I see no better way of doing that than using the very same Caragaths against this orcish scum.
Show me how to find one of these creatures, then.
Gladly, Captain. There's a Caragath hiding in those bushes. There it is. Go get it.
Shout him out for the win.
This beast does look useful.
Excellent. Now listen. There's a Buru camp nearby. It's where they're bringing their captured beasts. I suggest you take your new pet and run up to them unnoticed. Code 49.
There's one. Yeah, you can actually stealth kill this thing. This thing is nice. I won't lie. Alright.
Mordor is in no short supply of terrible tales, and few more dreadful than the Black Captains of Sauron. I have never laid eyes on them myself, but their descriptions to me are the stuff of nightmares. A man trapped in perpetual agony in armor that does not grow with him. Another cursed for picking up the mace of Sauron after battle. And the mightiest among them, the Black Hand, is not spoken of in passing in these lands. May my beard grow ever longer ere I cross paths with these villains. I'll stick to hunting fairer game.
Alright. And I am going to be collecting all those hints 100% run.
The dwarf shied from the Black Captains, as well he should. Only the Black Hand remains now, and I will finish him.
Take off his pants!
That's 5. 6 and 7 are on the bridge. You're mine. That one. You're mine. Oh, it's so satisfying. You're dead. Hello. Satisfaction. That's what that is, my friends. But yeah, guys, one thing I want to talk about is, well, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve, and it's going up on New Year's Eve.
Very good, Captain. Their plans are in disarray, but there's still work to be done to ensure the Uruk never tamed the Karagals.
The war chief. The beast tamer.
Aye, that unnatural fiend needs to be put down. To draw him out, use the Karagaths against his war camp. The more Uruk that die by their shadowy bite, the better.
Alright. Not worried about the
Uruks exert mastery over these Karagats.
masters, but
too
I
dangerous.
want to do right now. Let's go after this. Alexa, what song is this? So, what I want to do is go out to the collectible, but while I'm talking, I wanted to give thanks to everybody who supported me over this past year. Well, half a year, kind of. I started doing YouTube mainly. It's really a hobby, but I love doing it, and I use YouTube as an... I'm not gonna lie, I use YouTube as an outlet.
Some escaped slaves said they'd make for them
So we're gonna run in here and get this. I want to give big thanks to Pat, who just subscribed, and of course to my boy Wheel Assassin. You guys make doing this YouTube thing so worth it, and I mean that. And all my other subscribers who watch my videos and enjoy them, thank you so much. You guys have no idea how much it actually means to me. I don't know if I can get this yet. Alright, let's go for this one first.
Hate this. What was that noise?
I need to get my murder on. Keep in mind I still have all my powers. I am still as powerful as I was in the main game. I have not restarted that. I'm not restarting that because, damn it. I want him to, I just killed my own mount.
keep us alive. I'm going to build things back.
They understand power.
A little bit of rock. It has to be down here, doesn't it? Fuck yes. Alexa, what song is this? Remedy by Seether. Fuck yeah. I'm not sure how to get this though. I want this. Got it. Found it. I'm an idiot.
It's the keen edge what cuts the mountain, they say. But after days of hacking through Uruk heavy plate and Karagor hide, these blades aren't going to sharpen themselves. Our weapons are extensions of ourselves and demand respect. A well-honed blade sharpened with a genuine dwarven whetstone can make the difference between being a hunter or the prey. My brother Gorvin once took a swing at a Karagor, and his axe landed with a thud.
I know you're checking my laundry. I'll be right back.
He lived to tell the tale and has been sharpening his blade every night since then.
Click, click, boom. That is the song that was playing right now. I am back.
There is little more.
I love this band, by the way.
Sharp blade removing the head.
Saliva, so freaking good. Now keep in mind, I grew up. As you guys know, I'm a huge World Wrestling Entertainment fan. I love the WWE. I love pro wrestling as a whole, to be honest. I remember hearing Superstar at WrestleMania 18 when I watched it live on pay-per-view. In case you wonder, that is where Hogan and The Rock faced off.
You'd think the sight of a lone peak in the countryside would bring cheer to a dwarf's heart. But alas, that is not so here. Orodruin, the Mountain of Fire. This volcano stands alone on the plateau of Gorgoroth, but the whole of Mordor seems to dwell in its shadow. It's said Sauron chose this land for his domain because of that mountain. And I hope it suits him. Even dormant, anyone unlucky enough to travel these lands has that hill to thank for choking this acrid air, filling our lungs with ash and our hearts with dread.
Alright, there's that one. Let's start a riot. Fast travel there. I'm gonna get all the collectibles right now, and then I'm gonna start on the side missions.
How long before?
Then I'm gonna actually do a couple of the main missions.
Stand the way those bloody caragors howl. Chills me rotten to the I heard there were 2 Uruk forces on the move, all around Duathan.
Alexa, skip.
Roche was on patrol. He said they came from.
If it's worthy game,
Down with the sickness, gotta love it.
respectable trophy you're after, the Caragor roam Mordor in ferocious packs. Quick on their feet and strong to boot, be wary. Their claws are sharper than steel, and I've seen them crush rock-hard orc skulls like eggs in their jaws. Even wargs and lions give them wide berth. One look at these beasts and you'll know why the pointy ears have named them Bringers of Fear.
Alright. Fun fact, I am not a... I'm gonna talk about wrestling here for a little bit, because I'm probably
Goths.
going to end up watching wrestling
To
tonight.
kill him out.
Just have a feeling. I'm not a big Hogan fan. The reason is it's nothing against. It's nothing to do with stab at traditional wrestling fans. I have all the respect in the world for anybody who stepped into who has the balls to step into to a wrestling ring. But there is a line in the wrestling business where it is it's meant to be a business where you are supposed to help each other. You're supposed to help the younger superstars grow into the superstars of tomorrow. Hogan didn't really like to do that. Because okay, this is a true story. Hogan, this is confirmed. Hogan, WrestleMania 9, where Bret Hart lost the WWE title to Yokozuna. I'll tell you after this Thorn's journal's over.
Wait!
Slow moving, but nigh unstoppable, these great beasts appear to be distant cousins of the six-tusked Mumakil. Even a great hunter like myself has never brought down one of these beasts as a trophy. But they're not difficult to track. The very earth shakes under their thundering feet. It's wise to keep on your toes when you're around them so you don't end up underneath theirs. I've seen them rampage and crush orc, troll, and man alike into jelly.
Anyway, this is a true story. And it, WrestleMania 9, I told you all that. Hogan was scheduled to face off, was in a tag match early in the, I don't know if he was the first one on, but I know he was early in the show. He refused to do his tag spot, his tag match, unless he got his moment at the end of the show where he came out and pretty much made Yokozuna look weak because he beat Yokozuna had just won the championship from Bret Hart in an actually well-constructed match. It was a very good match. And Hogan comes out and is like, "Well, I'm Hogan. I'm Hulk Hogan, brother. I know you've been waiting for to win the WWE title for years, but by the way, I'm the big dog here, and I'm taking over." I don't like that. I'm sorry. He beat Yokozuna for the championship. Now, Yokozuna got his revenge at a couple months at King of the Ring.
Overwhelming! Take it!
Hogan, yeah, I'm sorry. The way he was, and I was not a WCW guy. He destroyed WCW.
We're free! The slaves run off! He's got an iron grip!
Hey,
Push him!
I'm giving free flying lessons. Off the cliff. Yeah, but Yokozuna got his vengeance when Hogan was slated to lose the WWE Championship back to Yokozuna at King of the Ring '93, and after he did, he left WWE for WCW, where he continued his bullshit. I'm sorry, I fucking hate. WCW could have beaten Monday Night Raw. They could have beaten WWE in the ratings forever. They made a lot of mistakes, and they started losing money, and I believe I'm a firm believer that is mostly because of Hulk Hogan, because all he wanted was to hog that fucking world championship. Whereas in WWE, you had people like The Rock who were champion. You had people like after Hogan left, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, which is one of my all-time favorite rivalries. Especially if you know the backstory behind Michaels versus Hogan. They fucking hated each other. I'll explain more after this.
The solitary pass between the Valley of Udun to the north and the plateau of Gorgoroth to the south is guarded by the dread, graven image of Sauron himself, with the great kinds of men held subjugated in chains. The rock and steel of this visage inspires no deference in me for the craftsmanship or stonework. And by my beard, I am thankful this is the closest I'll ever come to seeing the Dark Lord. The shadows grow long this evening. I will write no... The solitary pass between the Valley of Udun to the north and the plateau of Gorgoroth to the south is guarded by the dread, graven image of Sauron himself, with the great kinds of men held subjugated in chains. The rock and steel of this visage inspires no deference in me for the craftsmanship or stonework. And by my beard, I am thankful this is the closest I'll ever come to seeing the Dark Lord. The shadows grow long this evening. I will write no more.
Alright, there's that. Now I'm going to go up here because there's that. Then we'll go over here and collect the rest of these. Actually, now look at it, we only have 2 more after we collect this one. There's only 2 more left to get. And then we can go do some shit.
I'd have liked to see Torvin's face when that statue came tumbling down and Sauron's head crashed to earth.
So yeah, this is all missions and all collectibles. But back to Hogan versus not Hogan, Michaels versus Hart. I will get the Michaels versus Hogan 2005 in a minute. Oh man. After this.
Among the orcs of Mordor, their greatest are the fighting Uruk-hai. And among them, their vicious captains reign over the tribes and armies with ironclad fists. I've dodged more than one pack of foul Uruk on my hunt to these dire lands, and I've stolen glimpses of the rite of ascension among these foul folk. Only the strongest and most devious lead, slaughtering their own kind until none stand to oppose them. Brutal, savage, dangerous. And they don't smell very sweet either.
Perfect song. But Michaels and Hogan. Not Michaels and Hogan. Michael to run for cover. I don't wanna change the world. Michaels and Hart. They came to freaking loathe each other.
His first death will be his last, and his courage is impressive.
Which is what led to the 1997 Montreal Screwjob. And I'm sorry I'm talking about wrestling while I'm playing a Lord of the Rings game. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that is what kind of led to the Montreal Screwjob, and I'll get to that in a minute. Pretty much, Michaels beat Hart at WrestleMania 12 in an Iron Man match to take the WWE Championship. I believe it was his first championship win, or it was. I think it was his first. My history's a little bit hazy, but okay. So he got the hit. So he got that win. 97 rolls a. Oh, by the way, that was supposed to be a. I'll get to that in a minute.
In my travels, I've amassed a worthy collection of treasure, trophies, heads and hides from all manner of foul beast, and even some lovely trinkets from the Second Age. But the whispered tales of one artifact continue to elude me. The legendary Forge Hammer, used by the elves to craft the Rings of Power themselves. The hammers I've found so far in my hunt have brought me no closer to finding the one I seek. Perhaps the spirit of the elves do not want to see their precious artifact in the hands of a dwarf.
There was supposed to be a rematch at WrestleMania 13 between Michaels and Hart. That is when Michaels lost his smile. So, the match never happened because Michaels
bound to our fate.
He kind of left WWE for a little bit, not too long, and
Just because they were too slow.
that's why we got the epic match between Bret Hart and Stone Cold.
I've met a mysterious man in my travels, a ranger of Gondor named Talion. Over our fire, I asked after his weapons, impressive in their craftsmanship. A handsome blade, Orphael, has been at his side since his days stationed at the Black Gate, defending the borders of Gondor. But his dagger, Ahar, carries a sad tale. It too was once a mighty sword, carried by his murdered son, broken the night he died. Talion tells me Akar means vengeance, and I have a feeling the blade will fulfill the meaning of its name.
Alright. So yeah, that's why we got the epic match between Stone Cold and
I have slain countless Uruk, but still I seek vengeance.
between Stone Cold and Bret Hart. And Michaels came back and Survivor Series 97 rolled around. Bret Hart was champion. Again, he won. I believe he took it from Taker at SummerSlam. Taker being The Undertaker. He was supposed... Now, Hart said, hey, he was on his way out the door, and he said, hey, I'll drop the belt. I'll go ahead and drop the belt for you. Michaels, in his tact, said, thanks, but I wouldn't do the same for you. This pissed Bret Hart off enough to where he said, even though he was leaving WCW, he would not do business.
Cool than you ever saw. I thought I heard something. Get to the beacon!
Few things in Mordor cause even the Uruks and trolls to quake in fear. And one such beast is the rare horned Graug. Standing nearly 5 dwarves tall, they're nigh unstoppable juggernauts of wanton destruction. Their very skin is tougher than leather, resistant to even the sharpest steel, if you can get close enough to strike a blow. What I wouldn't give for a mithril blade on my next hunt for these dire monstrosities.
So Vince said, thanks to Michaels, this happened thanks to Michaels. Vince said, then again, this kind of did lead to what needed to happen in WWE. This was the start of the Attitude Era, and that the Montreal Screwjob would lead to one of the greatest heels of all time, Mr. McMahon. And then the rest is history. Let's stay on the Shawn Michaels subject for a minute. I want to talk about Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan in 2005. Originally, it was supposed to be a It was supposed to be 3 matches. Hogan was supposed to win twice, and at some point, I believe in the second outing, Michaels would get a victory over Hogan. Hogan said it's going to be a one thing. Hogan said, well, he doesn't know how long he can do this because of his, because he's getting old in his knees. Which I can completely understand. So, yada yada yada, that all happened. And then SummerSlam, Hogan said, Michael said, okay, if it's going to be a one-match thing, can I at least get the victory? And Hogan said, sorry. I believe Hogan said no, because he said it wouldn't be believable that a guy like Michaels, who, mind you, beat guys like The Undertaker,
Any escapee is a bad escapee. Should be rounded up.
he said, yeah, Michaels, a guy who's beat bigger guys on him on a regular basis. Guys like The Undertaker and Diesel, mind you. Hogan said no, so Shawn said, so before I get to the match, he annoyed the shit out of Hogan backstage. And then the match rolled around. The match, I actually kind of like it now that I know the backstory. Michaels proceeded to ruin the whole thing by overselling all of Hulk's offense. I could see, if you watch that match back and you pay attention to Hulk, you can see how pissed off he's actually getting at Michaels. Nice. Alright. Now my plan is to get all of these types of missions done. Things like this, and then the white ones, and then we're just gonna go after the main missions. Let's do it. But yeah, wrestling history is interesting. If you behind the scenes is really, really cool, especially when it bleeds out into real life. The ring when it which is called a shoot, aka the most famous shoot. I call this a shoot rivalry because it was kind of real. Edge versus Matt Hardy, 2005.
Damn these war chiefs. They've caused so much death and destruction. Scavengers are running amok, just hordes upon hordes of filthy ghouls.
Filthy ghouls? I thought all of Mordor's creatures were majestic in their own way.
Majestic? Ghouls? Now you stop right there, Captain. They are an aberration. Those filthy little mongrels, hiding underground with their beady eyes, gnawing and biting and scratching and...
If I didn't know better, I'd have thought you'd see eye to eye with the little creatures.
Are you... Are you comparing me with a ghoul? Oh, I'm glad this plague of ankle biters makes you laugh. Their numbers are growing out of control. They'll overrun all of Nurn.
Well, you do have a point. So how can we curb this disease?
There's only one way. We need to drag their vile queens from their nests and cut them down. A ghoul hive without a matron is like a meal without ale. Useless.
Alright, this is gonna be fun. I'll be right back. I need to keep an eye out for the bus because my fiance should be home soon. Alexa, stop music. I gotta help my fiance unload stuff. I will see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, we'll pack 92 out.